Take a look at these three products: a Lamborghini, a Tesla, and a Ferrari. Notice something similar? Look at the angularity of each design. Along with all being cars, they each have this intimidating, mean look. Angularity has long been a staple in the design of products. But why is this the case? What makes angularity appealing? Before we dive into why products are designed with sharp characteristics, we first have to get a better understanding of what makes something attractive in the first place. Attractiveness in humans primarily centers around three characteristics: symmetry, averageness of features, and sexual dimorphism. Of these three, think of the first two as prerequisites, while sexual dimorphism is what really takes someone to the next level in terms of looks. Sexual dimorphism in basic terms is what makes a man look like a man and a woman look like a woman. Today's focus will primarily be on men, as most aggressive products are tailored towards them, which we'll find out why later. Take a look at these two men. Both are handsome, but one looks more masculine. Why? Well, the more masculine looking man has a wider face and square jawline, while the other has a slightly longer face and shorter mid-face. Now take a look at the eyes. One looks more aggressive, with eyes that are wider in length than they are in height. Other masculine features include things like large brow bones, or strong jaws, or thick eyebrows. But the most important piece you should take away from this is the degree of angularity. The man who has a more masculine face shape has much more angular and sharp features, which make him look intimidating. This is called testosterone ornamentation, and it stems from the idea that, generally speaking, both genders find it more appealing in men. The theory goes, testosterone is an immunosuppressant, and because it is damaging to the body, a man's immune system must be stronger in order to cope with the extra damage testosterone causes. This extra testosterone leads to an honest signal in the form of testosterone ornamentation, as only men that are healthy enough to put up with the added burden of this extra testosterone can afford to develop these highly masculine traits. In a way, it can be thought of as a status symbol, one we subconsciously use to judge others. Throughout evolutionary history, the men with more testosterone had lower levels of mortality, were better able to hunt, were better able to defend their tribe or their mates. This ultimately resulted in relatively higher social standing in these men with higher testosterone. As we've discussed previously, marketing can be designed right into a product, as the look of something has a big impact on how it is perceived. Products that are tailored to men, such as cars or sports teams, deliberately integrate these features of aggressive or angry looks into their product, especially when they are associated with status, which men are more impacted by. Let's take a look at this Lamborghini. Notice the large degree of angularity. The headlights have a positive cantle tilt, the hood is shaped with sharp features, it has a lower model and is closer to the ground. Also notice how the doors sink in a bit to give the car an even more jagged appearance. These are all meant to relate to testosterone ornamentation, and is why sports cars have an angry look. Because from a subconscious standpoint, we associate testosterone ornamentation with status. Sports cars, and more importantly, sports car designers, understand this. As such, they design faces on cars meant to emulate what a high status face would look like. Which brings us to our next point: why products associated with status are anthropomorphized. Think about why a car has two headlights. They are meant to portray the eyes of an animal. In fact, cars are designed to be cat-like with faces and sexy curves. If you show men or women photos of attractive people looking right at them, studies have shown a part of the brain known as the nucleus accumbens turns on. This is because when someone looks at you, we interpret this as an invitation to approach. Sports cars are designed to play on this aspect of your psychology as well. They have faces with eyes in the form of headlights looking right at you, especially in advertisements, creating a positive response in the primary reward system and the motivation for you to approach or buy. This is why cars have faces. Finally, the last reason why products are designed with angular features is because of its association with strength. Let's take a look at some classic characters. The Fire Lord from Avatar, Tobirama from Naruto, and Shigo from Kim Possible. All of these characters have an edge, a threatening appearance, and you can see how the animators wanted to deliberately portray this in the design of each character. All of them have many angular features and eyes with a cat-like positive canthal tilt, just like the cars. This is again an evolutionary bias. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, we used the way someone looked to decipher what they would be like, whether they were a threat or not a threat. And that's why these characters are designed this way, to give them the perception of strength, the perception of being a threat. To better illustrate this point, let's look at some of the classic good characters in each of these same shows. Look at the Avatar, or adult Naruto, or Kim Possible. Notice the less exaggerated features, the less angular features. They have round eyes and they lack that angularity. It makes us see these characters as sweeter, as nicer, as people that have good intentions, but it doesn't make them more appealing. If you look through the fan comments of any of these 3 shows, most fans find the designs of the villains to be more intriguing or attractive, which is the basis of why some products are designed with more exaggerated angularity. To conclude, products are designed with angularity because of its association with status and strength, which in turn make others associate these elements with us if we purchase these products.